So I have a really cool thing that I learned recently in the book of 1 Samuel that I think is absolutely amazing. We all know the story of David and Goliath. David, a very young shepherd boy, small, not one that's out in war and battle after he's anointed and in his early parts of his life of being anointed. And he goes up and he sees that Goliath is cursing the Most High with his giants or his mighty ones or his false gods, basically. And David has so much trust in God to defeat Goliath that he says, I'm going to be the one that takes him on. And I know we've heard that story many of times in church, but one thing that stuck out to me in the story was pretty wild. Saul tried to give him all his armor. It was too big for him. He didn't train with it. And he said, I've killed bears and I've killed lions while I've been out by myself. And he said, I'm trusting in that. I'm trusting in that training that I have. And so it says in 1 Samuel 17, verse 40, it says, he took his staff in his hand and he chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook, put them in his shepherd bag, which he had, and he had a sling in his hand, and he drew near to the Philistine, to Goliath. So right before he goes up to Goliath, he walks up to that brook and gets 5 smooth limestones. And I was thinking, why 5? Did he think that's how much he needed in case he missed? Like, what's the point of grabbing 5 stones? And I looked it up, and the reality is that there was Goliath and there was 4 other giants, his family members, that were a part of the Philistine army. So David grabbed 5 stones, thinking and trusting in God, I have trained well enough with this sling that I'm about to take each giant out, 1 stone at a time. What? Talk about some serious confidence. Not even 2 stones for each giant, 1 stone for each giant. And if you don't believe that part, go into 2 Chronicles and to 2 Samuel, where it talks about how David's warriors and him, they take out those giants later. Because when he takes out Goliath, remember, he hits him in the forehead, knocks him down, grabs his own sword out of his sheath, cuts his head off, and then they all flee, including the other giants. So later, when David becomes king, he eventually gets rid of all of those giants, all of his family members. But I just think that is super wild. I don't know how I've missed that my entire life. But I pray that encourages you to go read the story of David and Goliath. It's in 1 Samuel chapter 17. If you want to learn more about the Bible and really cool stories, follow me.